You've been selected as a juror in a medical malpractice case, and now it's time for you to go and deliberate. It's been 2 weeks that you heard all this testimony. You are now deliberating with the other jurors in this case. Somebody doesn't remember the medical definition of something that was said during the course of the trial. Can you turn around and say, Google, tell me the definition of this medical term? Or can you say, Alexa, tell me the answer to this medical question? Can you do that? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you the answer to this question. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. The answer is, no, you can't. You as a juror have taken an oath to follow the judge's instructions. One of the instructions the judge will give you at the beginning of the case, as well as at the very end of the case before he sends you out to begin your deliberations, is you are not to consider anything outside of what went on during the course of trial in the courtroom. That means you are not to talk to people outside of the courtroom about the facts of the case. You are not to go ahead and read newspapers or do your own research to determine whether or not you agree or disagree with the medical experts in this case. You are not to obtain sources outside of the trial to satisfy your own curiosity in order to reach your verdict. So let's get back to the headline of this video. Can you use Google or Alexa to answer questions that might not have been fully answered during the course of trial? The answer is no, you can't. And you might be thinking, that's ridiculous. Why can't I just go ahead and pull out my phone or type into Google and ask a particular question? What's the medical definition of this? And now if you do that, you'll get some medical definition, you'll tell the other members of the jury, and now you'll continue deliberating. But what if the medical definition you got and you obtained is somewhat different than what has been testified during the course of trial? Now you and the other jurors are going to be rendering a decision based upon incorrect or maybe partially incorrect information that may cause you to reach a verdict that otherwise you would not have reached. You should know that if you don't remember something occurring during the course of trial, you as part of the jury have the ability to ask the judge to have certain testimony read back to you verbatim, word for word. You simply tell the judge, listen, judge, we'd like certain testimony read back by this expert, and it involves this particular topic. Now the judge, together with the attorneys and the court stenographer, will identify exactly that part of the transcript that you need read back. And he'll bring you guys back into the courtroom, and the court reporter will read word for word the exact question and the exact answer. This way, if you or somebody else in the jury does not remember a definition, for example, or does not remember what someone has said, you can have that exact testimony read back word for word. You are not to be relying on Google or Alexa or any other source to give you information that took place outside of the courtroom and outside of the confines of the testimony and the evidence in this particular case. And again, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? If I do it, nobody's going to know about it. Well, you're wrong. You want to know why? Because at the beginning, when we pick a jury, one of the things I will ask the members of the jury is, listen, can you follow the judge's instructions? There may come a time where the judge tells you, if you find that one of your fellow jurors is doing something and not following my instructions, will you be strong enough to go ahead and raise your hand and tell the court, or write a note to the court officer to tell the judge that one of the jurors is disregarding the judge's instructions during your jury deliberations? Can you do that? Can you make me a promise that you will do that? This way, all the other jurors police themselves. And if one of the jurors is disregarding the judge's instructions, now one or more of those jurors will reach out to the judge and let them know that. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an inside look of what really happens in these medical malpractice cases here in New York. You know, I do understand you're likely watching this because you have questions or concerns about how these cases work, and you're considering bringing a lawsuit for your own matter, but have not done so yet. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York, and you have not started a case but are thinking of bringing one, and still have questions, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions just like yours every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207, or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.